Guys, Canon 64 here, and today I'm going to be doing part 2 of What If Deku was the Phantom Ruby. If you want last time on What If Deku was the Phantom Ruby, Deku was just born, but the leader of the League of Villains, known as All for One, found out about Izuku and wanted that power for himself. So he set out to get Izuku, but when he found the child, tried to and touched the child, someone surprised came out and punched All for One in the face. That was All Might. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing if we can say why did I say it like that. Okay, let me just get back on track. Okay, so basically, All Might and All for One, basically they would kind of fight, but of course, All Might would get punched through the wall. And, yeah, but of course, right when All for One touched Izuku on the forehead, lightning would come out, but nothing would happen. Nezu and All Might would think he took Izuku's power, but something unexpected happened. Izuku was kind of fading out of existence, like dying. Okay, and of course, when Inko and Sashi saw this, their hearts broke. So that's it for that's it with what happened on the first episode. So we start off with a couple of months after that event. Inko and Asashi, by losing a child, became kinda depressed, sad, and Asashi couldn't really do his job correctly because he lost his son. Of course, his boss did understand at first, but of course, his boss just got angry at Asashi not doing his damn job correctly, and yeah, he just told Asashi, "You're not fired, but you're taking some time off." So Asashi did. He stayed with Inko, but through this whole time, Inko would just cry day and night, all the time, just stuffing her face of sadness with food, and wake up in her sleep, crying, screaming, having nightmares of her baby just vanishing. So she couldn't take it. Sometimes she would try to end her life, but of course, her best friend, Miss Bakugo, Miski, I think that's how you say Bakugo's mom's name. It's Miski, would basically, help her just to get hold of her sanity, because she's kind of going insane, but yeah, that would go on for a long time, that would be going on for months and months. But let's go to one hero on top of a roof. He's been regretting seeing that man kill a baby just for his quirk. And yes, this is All Might. All Might was sad and pissed because his arch enemy, the one who killed his damn master, just took a powerful quirk. And not just that, the kid was erased. Damn it. But something unexpected happened. Of course, All Might was just mad and sad. But of course, someone was there watching him. And that was Nezu. Nezu, he felt terrible because he couldn't do nothing to save the child. And he's just wondering how is the Midoriya family, how they've been. They've probably been bad. They probably blame the heroes. But let's go to somewhere else where this man has been glitching out. Sometimes his body was fade outed in, and a doctor would be, Master, I don't know what that child did to you, but it seems like it's killing you slowly, Master. I know. I'm becoming a little weaker time. Sometimes I become weaker. Sometimes I become stronger. Whatever that kid's quirk was, it's affecting my body. Looks at these readings, Master. It seems like what this is not what's ever going into your body. Whatever that kid quirk was, it seems like it's phasing out and into your body. But it seems like you might can control it. But if you use this power, Master, it will kill you. Every time you use it, you will die. Your energy will go down. Then there must be a way to take it out of me. The doctor said, I don't know, sir. I don't think it could come out. And the man, all for one, basically hit the desk and said, you better fix me, doctor. And right when that happened, this weird reddish energy came off of All For One. And All For One was like, what is this energy? It hurts, but it seems like all I need to do is control it. But it seems like, but of course, what All For One looked and what he saw was what he always wanted, to rule the world and kill he was ruling the world, and the corpse of All Might was just laying there. What All For One saw, he smiled. Whatever this kid's power was, it might be killing me, but I think it might have showed me the future. That's what All For One is thinking. He's like, Master, what was that? I don't know, Doctor. But we might need to do some test. Not will end. But with the child knowing but almost a year has passed. The doctor has been doing it's almost been a year. It's about to be a year later. The doctor has been doing tests, and he found out what he was thinking was correct. Every time when his master would use the power, it could kill him, but it could also make him stronger to rule, to do what his plan was. But with a woman with green hair, has been feeling stomach pains, hurting, but what she goes into the bathroom and she puts something in her. When she takes it out, she's worried because it's the thing what she's looking at. It says positive, And she's pregnant again. Then everything what has happened to her, all the way to her own child getting murdered, erased, just vanishing out of existence. She's worried. She's sad. She doesn't want to. And of course, as Sasha gets home, he's like, Inko. He's looking through the house and he sees her crying in the bathroom. And when he looks to his right, he sees a positive on crap, I forget what it's called. Whatever. Okay. On a pregnancy test. Oh God. Inko, it's gonna be okay. I know it's been a rough patch, and I know we just got our life back. I know it's been like it just became a year, and jeez, I don't want that to happen again. Okay, we don't have to tell no one. We can make sure no one finds out about this. And of course, Sasha goes somewhere and calls someone. He's like, Mr. He's like, someone's calling me. Hello, who is this? This is, Mr. Midoriya. Yes, you can come to UA at once. And of course, after that, they would go to UA. It has been a year after Izuku's, vanishment. And Inko was pregnant. And Nezu, All Might, Eraserhead, they would keep an eye on Inko and help her, make sure. But what's surprising to Inko is the things that happened to her first child are not happening to her again. And she explains that to Nezu. Nezu is thinking, maybe your first child had an unknown energy. Or maybe this child might just have a normal quirk. Like yours or your husband's. Who knows? And yeah. That's what Inko was thinking. So, Izumi. So, instead of going to a hospital, they go to, I'm gonna say 9 months have gone by. And, of course, Asashi, quits his job and becomes a pro. Because he became friends with All Might, with Eraserhead, by just being with him for those 9 months. Unlike before, he became a hero around the 7th month of Inko being pregnant. He joined the hero agency and he became kind of a new hero. Yeah. But instead of going to a hospital, they go to a recovery girl, and the baby is born there. The baby is born at UA. And of course, it is. Recovery girl's like, it's a young baby girl. And she gives the baby to Inko, and Inko is like, and Asachi's like, I'm sorry I'm late. I was doing hero work. It's a girl. Inko said. Sashi is just crying. Tears are in his eyes. He's happy. And of course, Inko and Asashi named their daughter Izumi. So yeah, but let's go back in time, right when a baby boy was born and a villain tried to take his quirk, where this boy vanished. He did not end up, he ended in a place where there's where life and no life. Where time is working, but also not. This place is null space. Time works similar to the real world, but it could be faster, or it could be slower, or it could be none. So, Izuku, well, yes, baby Izuku would just be going through this place. And of course, the Phantom Ruby would accidentally create a unknown energy, and it would create a huge house. It would create a forest with a wooden house. And the Phantom Ruby would create a person. What would be similar to Inko, but of course it wouldn't be Inko. This person who raised Izuku until he was 4, and the figure would vanish, and telling 4-year-old Izuku, "Do not cry, young man. You have great power. You would always be happy. Just don't be sad. I am always here." And the woman figure points to Izuku's chest. "I am always in your heart. And promise me, you will not be sad." I won't be. I promise." So, Izuku wouldn't become like he is in Canon. He would be more distrustful to people, because he lives with no one. He's the only person in this world. Well, he thinks he's the only person in this world. It's like, but time to time, over the years, Izuku would train this unknown power what he has. But when it goes out of control, those unknown energy waves in the real world will spike up. And a man who lives on I Island, he has been tracking down these unknown readings for a long time, and he has pointed them. He has realized these unknown energies happened when an event what has never been publicized, but All Might told him something about it. Let me explain. Basically, this scientist, and I think I know who it is, he has been getting these unknown energy levels every time when Izuku's emotions spike, or he loses control in the phantom in null space. Some of that energy would leak out into the real world, but to Izuku, the world he is living in now, that is the real world, and he is the only person alive. And of course, Izuku would grow up, just exploring, being alone, angry, sad, thinking, why is he the only person here? Why is he always alone? Why has he never seen no one in the world, in this world? But of course, every time when his emotions break up, every time when his emotions would get out of hand, his energy would spike, and that would always create a weird energy wave in the real world. And of course, David Shield would always pinpoint this unknown energy, not just nowhere. For some reason, it's nowhere, but everywhere at the same time. He can't really pinpoint this unknown location. It's been a couple of years. This has been happening for a couple of years now. And he's been trying to find out. He asked Nezu about it. Nezu doesn't really know. And of course, yeah. But let's go somewhere with with Izumi Midoriya. Her life is pretty much the same how it would be in canon. But some differences. Her father is a hero instead of, never being around. She has also have family. Like she has her Uncle Might, aka All Might, Uncle Aizawa, and Nezu, who, help her with her studies time to time. And she would go to UA just to visit. But at school, pretty much it would be the same how it would be in canon. Bakugo would still be an arrogant asshole, plus he'll be a dick. And everyone else would, be like that. But of course, Sashi will always cheer his daughter up. Like he always says, doesn't matter if you're quirkless. The only thing what matters, nothing really matters. It doesn't matter if you're quirkless. If you want to become a hero, you can. You just gotta train for it. So yeah. But when Izumi's life at school would be terrible, but her home life would be awesome and amazing. So she wouldn't really be depressed. She wouldn't be depressed at all. The only thing, she would still think Bakugo, aka Kachan, as her friend, and, Bakugo and Kachan, no, not Kachan, Bakugo and Izumi did grow up kind of together. They did know each other, they always knew each other, even when they were kids. So, yeah. But with Izuku, Izumi had a happy life. Izuku did not. He was alone. He was always mad, angry. And he hated everything. Because he don't want to be alone anymore. He hates being alone. But of course, we will be going back another couple of years. The events of All Might and All For One's battle. Yes, I am going to be covering this. The battle would be the same, but All Might would realize All For One has a new power. The power what he took from the first child of the Midoriyas. And that makes him mad. Because at this point with All Might, he cares about the Midoriyas because they're like family to him. And right when he realizes and thinks about Izumi, about how she never met her brother because of this man. Because this man killed him by taking his quirk. That makes All Might so mad. Without thinking, he almost kills All for One. But All for One has a trick up its sleeve. All for One uses the phantom energy. But by doing so, it kinda would damage All Might. But that would kinda be healed. And of course, All Might would still have the same energy. But All for One would be more worse. Like, worse than it would be in canon. Because he's been having that phantom energy inside of him. And by what he just did, just by letting out a huge blast of that energy, it completely backfired. It hit his targets, but it also backfired in All for One's body, destroying him. So everything would pretty much be the same, but All for One's face would still be fucked up. All Might would still have his injury, but it would be bad, but it would be like 5% less than it would be in 5% less than it would be in canon. So yeah. But of course, the phantom energy did get inside of All Might. Did get inside of All Might. But if it stays in there, it will kill him like it's doing All for One. But of course, they take that energy out, and someone who finds out about this energy. And also at this time, Izumi is around like 9 years old at this point. And Izuku is 10. But of course, he's still, alone. So, yeah. And of course, David Shield would leave Island and go. So yeah. He would go visit All Might and he would take that energy, because he's been detecting it for a long time. It would leave and then it would return. It's strange energy. And it would match the same energy. And when David Chill would find out that came from All for One, he's kind of afraid. But the energy was inside All for One, what went into All Might, it's not that strong. But for some reason, this version of the energy it destroys the bot. It would hurt. It's not supposed to hurt, but it does for some reason. He doesn't know how to explain it. It's just weird to him. It's unnatural, David Schultz says. All Might he explains what happened a couple of years about the Midoriya family, about their first child, how he had that unnatural energy, and how All for One got it. But but of course, All Might, I don't think All For One has that kid's quirk. What do you mean? What I found out by doing some research of this weird energy waves, what was inside of you and All For One, it's killing All For One. If he keeps on using the power, it will kill him. And if you still had this inside of you, it would kill you. It would have killed you, even with that injury what you have. And of course, All Might is thinking, wait, then what about that other energy what you're talking about? It's been happening for years, All Might. Right? It's been happening right after that kid. Where you said that kid vanished? It points up to the timeline. Right when that kid disappeared, these energy waves have been going on. So, I don't know where that kid is alive. I don't know, but I think that kid, that Izuku Midoriya kid you were saying about, the one who died all those years ago, might be alive. And All Might is like, what? But I saw him. He vanished. His body was phantatized. It was... And what... Oh my, I've been looking into this energy, and I found out this energy is not a quirk. It's not even... No human can even use it. It's been tested on with animals. All Might's like, what? And every time, they would always it would always not work out. For some reason, the energy is like a phantom. But of course, I put it every time when I try to put it into an object, or into to make it where the energy is touchable, it would always turn into the energy would always form into some unknown ruby. And the energy what I got here, it's some type it's not completely done, but this is what I call the Phantom Ruby. It's just a prototype, and of course it ain't that powerful, but it won't last for that long. It's really weak, but by getting the energy what All For One gave you, I can figure more stuff out. And All Might's like, okay, I see. Okay, just be careful. All Might, who do you think you're talking to? David, I'm being serious. Be careful. Okay, All Might. How's your wife and daughter doing? They're doing great. And also, All Might, I think you should probably also get a family one of these days. Sure. I'm the number one hero. If I get a family and the villains find out, you know what they would do. It's a joke, All Might. But yeah, see ya, old friend. Yeah, see ya. And of course, the same events with Night Eye and All Might would still happen, Their partnership would, disband. So yeah. So we get into the canon. So a couple more years of going by, and we start with the canon. We start with Izumi waking up, saying, "It's gonna be a good day today," and that's where we are going wait a minute. That's gonna be a good day today. I can already feel it. But of course, in null space, Izuku also wakes up. But he does not have the name Midoriya because he does not know his family. But the only reason... Okay, before I do leave, I will explain how Izuku still got the name Midoriya. I mean not Midoriya, but Izuku. Or Izu. Because, for some reason, that's the only thing he would remember. That's the only thing he would remember. Is the name Izuku. So he would take that name. And also the Phantom Ruby energy would also kind of remember that. But yes, I know a lot of people have been telling me the Phantom Ruby is not really alive, but of course I'm changing some things because of this story. Well, the only reason why Izuku does know his name because the Phantom energy, would let him remember, pretty much. And of course, that is the only thing he would that was the only thing he does remember, is his name, so, yeah. And also, when the Phantom Ruby did create a parent figure for Izuku all the way when he was 4, the Phantom Ruby energy did, name Izuku too, so, yeah, pretty much. But, of course, Izuku would also be like, great, yeah. Of course, it's alone. Oh, wait, Izuku would be like, of course, it's gonna be a very lonely day today, I see. I better get started. So Izuku gets up, and that is where we will end this video. So guys, I do hope you enjoy, and I hope the story will be getting better. This is basically just the beginning part, how this is gonna make the story better. But yeah, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, see you later. Also, if you do want to subscribe to my channel to get more videos and to know when I upload, subscribe to the channel. So, see you later, guys.